Hello, welcome to Gul Knowledge Hub to this channel.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Welcome to English with Bhanu YouTube channel. And good to see you here.
I am also very glad and I am also hoping that this conversation would be an excellent one.
Yes. You and I'm wishing the same here.
Background,
Yeah, I'm really appreciating because you have achieved many things in your life. So I'm really saluting for that. I'm really appreciating for your hard work, so everything, whatever you have achieved so far in your life. Yeah, so if I talk about myself, I think you might have known me very well. So my name is Bhanu Prasad. Basically, I am from Telangana. Currently, I am living in Hyderabad. So I'm a college going student. I'm pursuing BTech final year right now. So I'm about to finish my graduation very soon. I have only one semester left to finish my graduation. So apart from my student college life, so I run my YouTube channel. So recently I had to start my YouTube channel when I was in third year. Based on my friends' advice, I had to start my YouTube channel. So coming to my hobbies, like so as a student, I go to college, right? So while I go to college, I tend to listen to some English news, some English information because consuming English is very important if you want to produce it. Some whatever we want to produce, we have to consume. So based on that reason, I consume a lot of English every single day, and I have a habit of writing journal, and also I have a habit of reading books in order to bring good content and for the videos. Also, I go for morning work each and every single day in order to maintain my health good because health is very important. Yeah, this is all about me.
very good and a very excellent thing. And the most impressive thing about a student's life is that when he realizes that he should do something to change his life, because when we are in our student age we do not regard and we do not realize this reality that we have to do something after so many years. When we have done our everything in education, then we think that it is the time to do something. But in your case it's appreciable that you are doing marvelous thing by running your YouTube channel apart from your studies, and this is the great thing.
Thank you so much for your kind words, whatever you are showering upon me. Thank you so much. Okay, so I would like to know. So when did you start your YouTube journey?
4 years back, I started my YouTube channel with the intention to give the idea that if you belong to a rural area, if you belong to a remote area, having no resources, you can be a topper, you can be a scholarship holder, you can achieve anything, whatever you want to achieve. This was my basic aim, because if there is a conception in students' mind that if they have resources, if they have money and all the things, and if they are from the city area, only then they can achieve anything. So with this purpose in my hand, I initiated this channel and I am running this channel.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, is there any questions would you like to ask me?
Can you please describe your journey towards English language and how many hurdles and how many obstacles you crossed to this fluency level which you have achieved right now, and what kind of steps you have taken?
Yeah, thank you so much for asking this wonderful information because even I was very excited to share about my journey with you, to share with you. So when I was a beginner of learning this English language, so coming to my mother tongue, English, firstly, English is not my mother tongue. Even I don't know how to speak in English because I have born and brought up in my regional language where everybody speaks in our regional language itself. Even when I was in school, when I was in my school level. So every friend of mine used to speak in our regional language, that is Telugu. Even I used to communicate with them in our regional language itself. I don't know the importance of communication. Even I don't know how to speak in English. Whatever the English I was speaking when I was in school, it was totally butler English. I used to mug up some words and I used to speak those words. That's it. That's I knew when I was in school. But after stepping out of my school, even when I was in intermediate, like first year and second year, I have some knowledge regarding English. Like I knew tenses and everything, but I don't know how to speak in English. Whenever I got any opportunities like Independence Day, Republic Day, so there will be some scenarios like so we have to give speeches. So my teachers used to encourage me to go and to grab that opportunity and to utilize. But I was having some sort of fear in my brain. Why should I go and why should I grab that opportunity? I used to think in such a way and I used to sit a place where I used to sit. That's it. But after entering BTech, my graduation first year, I came to know that communication skills are very important. If you, even though if you have some practical knowledge, if your practical knowledge does not have if you don't have good communication skills along with practical skills whatever you have, you will not be able to survive wherever you go. That I realized it so early, and I started working on my communication skills like listening, reading, writing. And I used to stay in Hyderabad a single room separately where I used to stay alone. Luckily there was a mirror in my room. After coming back to college, what I used to do every single day, I used to stand in front of mirror and I used to speak whatever I knew. Like during 6 hours, I used to stay in the college. So if I don't know what to speak about myself, I used to recreate all the scenes, whatever we had done in college since morning to evening. So I used to recollect all the memories, whatever I had spent with my friends. I used to speak by standing in front of mirror. That's how I started practicing speaking English myself every single day. Because nobody encourages us, nobody shows, if somebody shows guide, but nobody walks in our path. We have to walk in our path by ourselves. So that I decided and I kept practicing. And whenever I came across any new words, new phrases, new sentences, whichever I didn't know earlier, I used to write in a separate book and I used to start applying in my real life. So that's how I started my English practice all by myself by watching YouTube videos and by watching different content, conversational videos and speeches like news, some interviews. And coming to my YouTube journey, when I was in BTech third year, few of my friends advised me that you have good command over English and even you will be having a lot of confidence. So why don't you create your own YouTube channel? They advised me. So based on their request, till third year, I was completely introvert because I don't want to come up on social media. I used to think in such a way. But after their advice, I felt very happy. Yes, of course, if I start my own YouTube channel, it might be help me in the future. So based on their request, I had to start my YouTube channel. So today I am here because of those two friends. Yeah, this is all about my journey. This is all about
Excellent.
how I learned my English.
Excellent steps taken by you, because first of all, if we want to make a name for ourselves, we have to work hard by our own self. If we want to have an identity separate from our family, separate from our uh, any other thing, if we want to have that this is the guy, this is the girl, or this is the man has achieved something, then we have to do some concrete steps. So your journey or your soliloquy, self monologue was an excellent thing, because first of all, if we abruptly go into public, then we cannot express ourselves. First, we have to do it by our own selves. So this was an excellent step you have taken. Now, what are your plans for future regarding your YouTube?
Yeah, right now I'm planning to make more conversational videos like this, and I want to bring beautiful concepts, whatever the ideas I'm getting. So, whatever the concepts, whatever the steps I have taken in my life so far, so I want to bring it out. That's it. And I want to make my channel
Diver-
growth in a successful manner.
One day it will be very, very much successful, because you want to have diversity in your channel regarding topics, regarding anything. And if you want to ask anything from me, you can ask any question regarding my journey, or would you like to ask?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you that. So, when did you start your English speaking journey actually? And one more question before
I was at my,
And one more question. So, what
yes, please.
motivated you to start your YouTube journey? And what motivated you to learn English language? Yeah, can you please go ahead?
Yes. I was at my school level, 10th grade. It was probably 10th grade. Then when I started speaking English language. And why I started speaking English language? Because I was fascinated whenever I watched some character talking on television in English language. I was highly fascinated by the accent, by the words, even if I didn't know any kind of the words. I was so fascinated by the accent and by the all the that those things that I was impressed by this language and I started learning this language. And you might be surprised that there was a poem about my mother. We have to explain it in form of summary. So I used to explain it in the form of paragraphs and then stretching it on the different kind of pages. That was my practice. And I was in the habit of describing the things around me because there was a long way to the school and there was a small canal flowing in my way, and I used to describe the flowers, the plants, and even the flowing river or flowing water in the canal. This was my habit, and even the movement of the water was described by me. If the water was in a hurry, then I used to say that this is the life I want to have. And if the water was in turbulence, if the water was stagnant somewhere, I used to say these are the signs of difficulties, that these are the signs of failures we have to face. We have to cross this stagnant water. We have to cross this enclosed water in order to reach the flowing water, which is the sign of life. This kind of things I used to elaborate. And if I talk about the sky, I used to talk about the vastness of the sky, and then I would compare the ambitions of man. If he can achieve, if he wants to achieve his aim, he has to be a vast sky. Like these kind of concept I used to elaborate to myself. And in this way, taking the steps and having command over the tenses, I used to describe, and I grabbed a little bit fluency in English language. And as far as my YouTube journey is concerned, I face different kind of difficulties during my journey, and I want to show them and I want to encourage the people that these difficulties are a part and parcel of life. These should not be a stumbling block. These should not be a hindrance. Rather, they should be an encouraging and motivating factor for you. In fact, they color your life. Because if failures are not there, if obstacles are not there, if difficulties are not there, your life would be like monotonous without colors. If a vase is decorated by the flowers, failures decorate you. Because if there are no failures, you cannot be motivated to do something great. So this was all about my journey and about my fluency level.
Yes, absolutely. It was fantastic because you have really your idea was so different to learn this English language because you were started describing everything on your way, whatever was there in front of you. So it's a great idea because I have even seen many videos that so many people will say in their own videos that we have to start describing the objects, so then we will come to know that so many things. For example, if I see bottle in my room, so I have to start describing about the bottle so that I'll come to know some phrases, some words, whatever I don't know earlier. So that's you did. It's a great job. And one more thing I would like to ask you that. So okay, so let's shift our topic. Like, so how was your day?
My day is great and a little bit hectic because my kids are doing through the exam phase, and I am making my kids prepared for the exam. So a little bit hectic routine is here.
Okay, so may I know what is
Being
your
the
daily
mother of
routine?
4 kids, it's
Yeah, so and one more question I would like to ask.
my daily routine is
Yeah, being a mother
yes,
and
yes.
being a housewife, so how do you manage all these things like making videos and making all the comforts to your kids and everybody in the house?
Yes. I would like to tell you that my son and my daughter are also debater and they are speakers. My son has recently won the prize at district level in speech, and my daughter is also very good in his speech and in his educational career. So if I want to be an energetic mother, if I want to do my household chores in a good way, I have to do some planning. I have to be a disciplined person. So right from the beginning, right from the dawn, dusk to the dawn, everything is maintained because I am making my kids educated by myself. I am not relying on any kind of tuition because I say that, and it is my belief that if you can educate your kids is the best thing because you can provide the yearly period, you can provide the recreational period to your kids as well. So this is all about, and I am preoccupied what is going on what should be on my channel and what should be included in my kids life. So I have maintained even the study or you can say the book reading habit in my kids, and I have purchased many kind of books, and I will show you that my walls of my house are decorated with different kinds of maps, and I have totally made the environment of my house in such a way that it looks like that it's a school
Okay, that's really good to hear
because
because
environment is the
yeah, environment is very important. So
environment is
you have already designed in a way that so your house looks your house must seems as cool. So where we feel like study, where we feel motivate ourselves, like so you it's a great thing you have done. But it won't possible with me because I'm
I have
staying in
not.
some hostel. So even I thought many a time, so why don't I create some designs? Why don't I write some codes in order to be motivate myself? But it won't possible for me because it's a hostel. If I do all those things, so they will charge me more.
Yes. Okay. And my next thing is that how I have developed the book habit in my kids. Whenever I give them a breakfast dish, during and on this dish there is the breakfast of my kids, and apart from the breakfast, there is always a book, and I would just place the dish before my kids. I don't ask them to study because it's the book, it's the motivation, it's the triggering factor. And whenever they see the book on the dish with their lunch or with their breakfast, they just open the book and they just read whatever they want to read. Even if the half page, if they read even the half page, it is the best thing.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so do you have a habit of reading books?
Yes, I have a habit of reading books, and you might be surprised that I have selected different kinds of books on in my shelf, and I will show you someday all the things, all my trophies, all certificates,
Okay,
and I
sure.
think that these are my assets.
I'll be waiting for that one video again. So right now I would like to ask you that. So can you please recommend some of books to our subscribers? Because our subscribers want to know what kind of books should they read.
Because and first thing I can recommend books like Atomic Habit is the best thing, but I prefer that readers and the subscribers should read according to their own taste, because I would prefer, I am a literary person, I would prefer the books in literature like Paradise Lost by the Milton, or the books by the Chaucer. And even if a person does not know about Chaucer, he might be surprised. So I would recommend, and I would always suggest that don't recommend any kind of book, because and leave it to the subscribers that they should go and they should visit a library, they should visit a shop and select the book according to their own taste. If they buy or if they collect the book from the library according to their own taste, you won't be surprised that they will read it eagerly. And if they read it eagerly, the results would be surprising.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Is there any question lastly you want to ask? Just please ask me because I would like to wrap up the session here itself. So if you have any questions, please do ask me.
Okay. It was a great session with you, and being a student, I would highly recommend that all students should be inspired by you, and they should do something great to change their lives rather than to waste their life. So this is the last message, and if you want to have any words or any message, you can convey also.
Yeah, sure, sure, definitely. So far I have listened to your English, and so your English was so impeccable. So you have spoken in a great words, and even I have learned many things from you as well because I came to know a lot of things. What should actually I have to start implement in my life? So I have learned that many things from you. So it was really, really an admirable and inspirational conversation for me as well. Me along, and also our subscribers also, so definitely they will get inspired by watching this video. I hope so. And it was absolutely fantastic conversation with you. So let's meet once again whenever we free. So I'll be waiting for one more conversational video, definitely. So you have already given your word that when we get connect another time, so you want me see all your stuff and everything, books and everything. Yeah, I'll be waiting for that video. So really,
Yes.
thank you so much for your precious time spending with me and having conversation with me. So it was really a lovely conversation, I would say. Sorry, your voice is not getting. Your voice is not getting.